Hello, welcome back to my channel, also known as the 46th most interesting thing you'll be doing this week. Certainly a 10-minute slot, the 46th or maybe 47th most exciting thing you'll be doing this week. This week, French stuff. So I don't cook many French dishes, although I do apply a number of French techniques, mores, principles, ideas. Essentially, put butter and cream in everything, and that's fairly French. Unfair to the French to say that, but still mildly funny. Butter, cream, le beurre, le crème. This dish is no different. There is plenty of le beurre and le crème. Is it la beurre or le beurre? Anyway, whatever. Yeah, French tarragon creamy chicken. It's kind of roasty chicken-ish with vegetables-ish and much butter and wine and cream. Using the herb tarragon, which I don't use often enough. Actually, now I've tasted it and remembered what it tastes like. It's sort of, yeah, I should use it more often. It's a gorgeous herb. Sort of maybe slightly aniseedy. There's a touch of aniseedy at the back there, unless my taste buds are lying to me. Right, anyway, let's get on with it. It's a really gorgeous dish and it takes about an hour and a half. Bye-bye. And so, today's French style board of goodness. I haven't cooked anything French for a while, so this is going to be, there's quite a few elements to it, although at the end it seems like quite a simple dish. One large chicken, splash of olive oil as we need it, a couple of tablespoons of butter, 3 carrots, 2 fennel, a couple of cloves of garlic, chicken stock. Where's my chicken stock? Over here, yeah. 250 ml of chicken stock, about 250 ml of white wine, 2 tablespoons of tarragon and fresh thyme, and about 120 grams of thick cream. Did I say an onion? Did I miss out the onion? 1 onion. Then near to the end, well, 3/4 of the way through the cooking process, I'm going to make a Dijon butter and then spread that all over in the chicken. So a couple of tablespoons of a Dijon mustard, another couple of tablespoons of butter. Salt and pepper as you go. There'll definitely be salt and pepper in that. We're going to season that with salt and pepper before that goes in the oven. So, here we go. First thing I'm going to do is give the chicken a thorough wash and then a thorough pat down. So good wash, good pat down, and then stick it in to one side for about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour to let it come completely to room temperature and dry. This is critical for this particular type of chicken dish for some reason. And then after that's been waiting around for a little while, the second thing I'm going to do is spatchcock it. Now, I haven't done a spatchcock in a very long time, so bear with me. This could be fun. Right. Sort of basically looking for the backbone, which is there, and you want to get that out. Now, the only problem is I don't know my scissors are going to be strong enough. Maybe, yes, maybe just about. No, it's not going very well. Anyway, yes. Cut the backbone out of the chicken. I think I'm going to do this with a knife. You're going to cut along there as well. I'm going to do this with a knife and stop boring the arse off you. And it was much easier with a knife. There it is. The backbone. Shall I keep now? I'm going to throw that away. Right. Now with your chicken, turn it over. Give it a good hard squeeze and you can start to feel this bone here breaking as well. And we're going to cook it like that. A little bit squashed. I'm going to salt and pepper that. And so we begin. I've popped in my couple of tablespoons of butter, a healthy splash of oil to stop the butter burning, and a few fronds of thyme. And turn that down a little bit. just a medium heat. And what we're going to do is put the chicken in, and it's going to be 10 minutes on either side. Don't do more than 10 minutes either side, and don't flip it over before the 10 minutes. So, right. Medium heat. You may want to turn the heat down depending on your cooker. But 10 minutes either side. Oh yeah, I forgot. Put the garlic in about halfway through. While you're waiting for the chicken to cook, might as well get one of the other little side bits. So a couple of good tablespoons of butter. Couple of good tablespoons of Dijon. Very healthy tablespoons of Dijon. And some salt and pepper. Mix that all together, and that's going to be your Dijon butter. Simples. So, I think we're done on both sides. Ooh. We'll leave it here to rest for a little while. Yeah, that's pretty done. Actually, the legs don't, but they'll cook when it hits the oven. So what we need to do now is deglaze this pan with our stock. So we have deglazed the pan. We'll add our white wine in now. And we will add in our vegetables. Fennel, chopped into quite big pieces. You don't want these too small because it's going to go in the oven and will melt. Onion, again, got some quite big pieces. Big pieces of carrot. I've got some yellow carrot here and some traditional orange carrot. So we're going to bring this up to a simmer, let it simmer for a couple of minutes, and then we'll start prepping it for the oven. So that's about done. We'll turn the heat off for that. Take it over here. And we move to my oven dish. The pan that I was using, unfortunately, won't go in the oven, which is the main reason I've used this. And it's also slightly bigger, so there's a bit more room to breathe. Pour your veg and your stock and your wine in there. Make sure all the veg is right down the bottom and got at least a little bit of liquid to itself. And we're going to put the chicken in there. And for this part of the journey, we're going to cover it. So the first 30 minutes in the oven, 190 degrees C, covered. Back in a bit. So we're about 3/4 of the way through the oven part of this cooking process. Slather all over the Dijon butter. Lid off, back in the oven for half an hour, but check at about 15 minutes, just in case. So it didn't actually need another 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and it was fine. So we're going to fish the chicken out and let it rest for a few minutes while we finish off the vegetables. Dum 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 dum, dum 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 dum. Right, let's have a bit of heat on the vegetables. Oh, that looks lovely already. Very nice. Right, let's taste it to see where we're going. Oh, yes. Really, really nice. got a nice simmer going, so I'm going to add in tarragon, 2 tablespoons of tarragon, and we're going to add in 120 grams of cream. It's quite a thick cream. You can use whichever cream you want, but I am going quite thick cream today. Let's turn the sound down. Turn the heat down a little bit more. And let this on a very, very low simmer for a couple of minutes till the sauce starts to thicken. If it doesn't start to thicken, you can add a little bit of corn flour. Take some of the liquid out first, stir it up in a cup, and then pour it back in. I'm going to take these pieces of thyme out. Don't need them anymore, they're just woody now, these pieces of thyme. La 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 la. Right, we'll give that a minute or two. And that, my friends, is that. Tiny little bit more time got to escape. Yes, so that's sort of thickening quite well. So I'm cooking some broccoli over here. So I'm going to serve it with some broccoli. You can serve it over potatoes. Something like a dauphinoise, but dauphinoise probably it's got cheese in, hasn't it? So no, don't do that because I'll ruin the flavour. You can do simple potatoes, simple sliced and blanched potatoes. They would be good. But I'm going with the broccoli. Anyway, thank you for watching once more. Next time, very French. Blah, blah, blah.